Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and this is the REMETTE HANDFEEL, and it is in 9CR 18 MOV steel. It's a nice little budget knife, right around 40 bucks, and it's pretty well done. Now, I think REMETTE and the X-Tauk is the same company, and I think there's one more third company, the QYG MGS company. I think they're all the same company. But anyways, this one I do have a 10% discount code for, so I'm not sure if the 10% discount code will work for this one too or not, but it's a cool little budget knife and it's pretty well done. They tuned the detent extremely well. We'll talk about that in 1 second. G10 scales. It does come in 2 different options. Steel liner lock, deep carry clip that's inset with flat screws. Not reversible, but it is a well done clip. Great access to the lock bar, nice comfortable disengagement, very smooth on the drop, and it is rock solid lockup. Now the thumb stud and the flipping action both are tuned extremely well. They did it perfectly. So the flipper tab, as soon as you break the detent, it flies. It's very difficult to fail this. So very well done. And then the thumb studs are equally as good. So very fidgety. The ergos are pretty decent. I do feel the clip a little bit because of the size, and it's a deep carry clip, but it's comfortable, and I could definitely bear down on it, do the pinch grips. It's got a nice little drop point blade. 9CR 18 MOV steel is a great steel for this price range. So the next thing is, or you know what, let's go over some negative things really quick. So one negative thing is that I don't see a label of the steel. I know it is 9CR because the site says it, but I don't see it on the blade. I'd prefer it to be labeled somewhere on the blade. The next thing, not a big fan of REMETTE right there. It's not that big of a deal, but you know, I prefer not to announce what's in my pocket. Of course it's a knife, of course people realize it, but I just don't like names on the clips. I mean, it'd have to be like super premium, and even then I'm not that worried about it, or I don't really like it. I don't like T6 screws. I'd prefer T8s all the way around. Is it that big of a deal on a budget knife like this? No, but you know, I'm nitpicking. So, and then the next thing is this sharpening tool and plunge grind. It is non-existent. The plunge grind hits the edge, and you can see it's already starting to smile right there. So the next sharpening, this whole thing is going to be a smile, and it's because there is no sharpening choil or plunge grind separated from the edge. So the plunge grind hits the edge, making it impossible to sharpen without creating a smile. So I don't like that. And then the last thing is this edge is not the sharpest edge out of the box. Now, for a lot of people's standards, maybe it'll be just fine. I'm sure a lot of people would look at it and say, yeah, it's not, you know, it's sharp enough for what they're going to do. But for my standards, it is not the sharpest, and I personally would want to resharpen it immediately. And yeah, and then I would create a smile. But I could always cut in my own sharpening choil and notch because they put the stop pin in a good place. And the lockup is rock solid, very good lockup. So anyways, for $40, it's a good knife. Super solid action. The lockup is very solid. The disengagement is really nice and comfortable. But it's not a super large knife, not a super small knife, right there in that happy medium size area. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty well done. So, yeah, another cool little budget knife from REMETTE. I will have everything linked down in the description for you guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.